Yo, greetings, Predator of Games. I'm so excited because it might be a chance today I get MEPHISTO, as you can see him in the front of the screen, and I cannot wait. I was constantly thinking when I was at work to come home quickly and unlocking him. Now I won't test him. What I mean, I will test him in low gear, but like I will definitely make like a separate video when his full potential is gonna be unlocked, when I'll get him to level 100 tier gear 19, and of course I will max all the skills and the ISO weight, and yeah, let's go. I'll show you an arena match when I'm gonna use him, when he's gonna be maxed out. But if I unlock him right now, let's say today, I will definitely just gear him to level 65 and I'll take him in arena. I'm afraid he will die first because he will be so weak. I mean, extremely weak, because like, for example, Apocalypse or Super Scroll, if any of them just go off and hit the ultimate, they will kill him because his HP is very low and their damage is like 300,000, and they're gonna hit like millions of damage, which will just instantly kill him. Now anyway, back to the game mode. Now I'll explain everything, so if you watch this video you learn from my mistakes and you get useful information on how to beat it and which team to use in Dark Dimension 7 Note 13. Now here I don't want to use the special. Now here is why. If I use the special, it can be, I can't say like, it's undodgeable, but it's not unavoidable. Now there's a difference between dodging and being unavoidable. Dodging is when the enemy has evade, dodge the next attack. Now even though they have this on, if the skill says undodgeable, you will hit them. However, here this character is charged because Weaver has a charged passive. Her passive actually will make you miss your skills based on how many charges she has. Each charge is for each either basic attack, special or ultimate, and including passives as well. Only the exception if it says unavoidable, like the Super Scrolls Ultimate or Super Scrolls Basic, he will still hit. He will not miss, and I'll prove it right here. So I'll use Basic, he did hit. And why I did actually use Basic, because Absorbing Man was taunting and I wanted to remove the taunt, because Super Scrolls Basic is flipping positive effects into negative effects. Look, he one-hitted Apocalypse. I think he's dead. I might have to refresh the game mode. Yep. He just came in. He did the special. Nightcrawler did the special, has offense up, and he deleted Apocalypse. Like, this is what I'm saying, people, do not upgrade. If you saw my last video about Apocalypse being like, he's going off the meta very soon, like until Dark Dimension 6 he's good, but he's useless in Dark Dimension 7. Aside his ultimate that uses his basic attack, which does a lot of damage per one character and applies trauma effect, as well as the what you call it, as well as the safeguard, immunity, defense up for everybody, and speed up. I mean, not for everybody, but I think for 2 or 3 characters of your lineup. Yeah, it is what it is though. At least this time the RNG worked for me, because Nightcrawler, it actually was, his buffs were flipped, so he won't hit as hard, but he will still kill maybe Ultron. Now here I need to check an unavoidable skill. This is not unavoidable. This is not unavoidable. So I'll have just to use simple basic and away from Weaver, because every time I attack Weaver, she's gaining what's that called? She's gaining turn meter, even if you hit her or not, as long as you target her. Alright, that counter attack killed. Spider-Man Noir. Now Weaver just used the ultimate and she gained charge. Now here, usually if she wouldn't have the charge, then special would be the best option for me to use on Super Scroll, but because they are low on health, and because 3 skills or basic attacks or ultimates, depending if they are not unavoidable, I will miss. But if they are unavoidable like his, which I'll use, I want to get rid of that Weaver. That's why I want to use the ultimate. I could use the basic, but I want to do a lot of damage, so that's my goal. Though I don't have offense up, because usually the condition is for me to get offense up. Now I did apply trauma on what's his name, what you call it, Quicksilver. Now here I'll use ultimate from Apocalypse, because that's unavoidable as well, and I will go and try to target Gambit, because he's passive killing my team, so I want to do double attack, and while he has a trauma and applied stun, he cannot kill me. Now I will go for Nightcrawler with the ultimate, because he has got the most health, and I did kill him. Perfect, that is great. Now Ultimos is fine, but like expected, my Ultron died. Now as you can tell, Dormammu's basic skill, it was unmissable, which is the passive from Weaver that makes you miss. Here my Apocalypse will die because of the isolate basic. Now here I'm gonna use basic. I wanna kill that Weaver. She's not dead though, however we are getting close. That Quicksilver still survived. Now she put another charge Weaver, however I'll just use basic. I want to kill Quicksilver. It seems Quicksilver will do a lot of damage. That's good. She actually attacked him. I'll go for Quicksilver. Basic. He blocked damage. Now he killed, my Super Scroll killed Weaver, which is good. Alright. Now here I will not ultimate. I'll just use basic and steal the buff. Offense up from what you call it, Quicksilver, and maybe kill him. And I did, because of the second attack. Nice. And I think he's fire. No, this is not Firestar. What is his name? Sunspot. He is using constantly ultimates, but it's all good. Here I'm gonna just use basic and kill him. And put, I think, all the debuffs from Ultimos to him. So I did remove one debuff, not all. Now here is Mephisto. And this is the last enemy wave. Now the most pain that I'll have is gonna be Mephisto. He's gonna be my problem, and Kang. The rest, they should be easy to kill. Now as always, I'll use basic. You should use basic when you see a taunt, because you want to target the characters that are posing you problems. Now here is where I will ult, and I'll target Kang, so I'll double tap him, because here I'm gonna heal Dormammu. All the negative effects gonna turn into positive effects. Apply a lot of debuffs on the enemies disrupted, so that way they can't get buffs, any positive ones. And here I just kill Kang. I won't let him survive. I want to go for Kang. So he didn't die, it seems. He did not die. But this is good. We are full health, we have revive, easy win. Now here, perfect. I'll actually expose. I put expose on Mephisto, and I'll kill Kang while doing this, because it seems Kang has very low health, which is just great for me. Now I'll immediately stun Mephisto with Dormammu. Plus Dormammu applies trauma on that enemy who I stun, which is just what I need. Now while he's stunned, I won't touch him. I want to kill the enemies that are taking turns, like him, Spider-Man Noir. So he just got killed by one shot from, oh damn, he's super strong. Ultron, I mean Ultimus, because Ultron is dead. I'll use basic on Mephisto because he has the exposed, and as well I'm gonna do the same thing with Dormammu because of the exposed. I want to get my Super Scrolls ultimate as fast as possible, but I might not need it because I'll use Ultimus's ultimate and he will destroy Mephisto right here. 3.5 million, and he didn't crit. If he would crit, he would kill him, but either way my Super Scroll will finish the job and I'll obtain now Mephisto. That was 5.8 million non-crit ultimate with offense up from my Super Scroll. 3 diamond. And here it is, Mephisto unlocked. Now he is 2 red, however I got him 6 red, so he will be straight away 6 red when I unlock. Like I said, right away I will do a quick a quick test immediately. So his power is 485 level 1. Now I'll go to 765 like I said in the beginning of the video. Actually, never mind, because I am going 6 million gold per day, so depending on how many million golds I spent today, I'll just complete the difference. So I barely spent any gold, which means I can spend 6 million, not 6, 5, actual 5 million. So I'll spend 5 million, so I'll see what level that is, but including with the gear. So and the skills. So probably like 75, if I am correct, because it gets very expensive. So not even 75. I will have to go back, and I think I'll be level 70 Now in case I will still not reach the cap of 6 million, then I'll come back and I'll just push more and more on his level. Alright, max gear, so that's 700 for this level, gear tier 13. Then the skills. Now I'm not gonna read his kit. Everybody can do that if he has the character. So I max out his passive, always on a good character. First things first, max out the passive. Always, never neglect the passive. Passive is the best thing in the game because you just exist and things happen for you. And of course the ultimate is second. As usual, the ultimate is second. Now the passive is, the special is third, and the basic is the last one, and only apply for those characters that deserve that. Now a MEPHISTO is one of them, that all the skills have to be maxed out. Okay, now he's level 70, he's 103,000 power, but he will get more right now. He seems to be a defense ISO weight, from like how he was designed, but he seems to be more of a support. He's not a damage dealer, he's a support, but he's a really good support. Let's see what let's see the rest of the people did. So they say at gear 12 or higher is striker. Now I usually choose I don't choose based on this one unless I don't care about the character. When I don't care about the character, I actually use Jarvis recommendants to actually recommend me on certain characters that I don't care about. But when I care about the character, I don't listen to this one. Why? And I'll explain you this way you will never go wrong, because this is how I choose an ISO 8 on a good character. I read the skills and I imagine in a battle what would be best ISO 8 for him. That's how you do it. So this character cannot be revived while this character is alive. Allies, okay, cannot be while this character is alive. Allies and enemies cannot be revived. So nobody can revive while he is here when he's in a battle. Okay. On spam, if this character is not a clone and does not have 2 or more exhausted, gain plus 666% speed until this character's first turn. Plus, if this character has any mystic enemies, gain charge. Mythic enemies, my bad. Gain charge on this character's first turn. If this character is not a clone, become empowered. The first time this character gains stun, clear stun, and heals self and all allies by 20% of this character's max health. When this character or any ally drops below 20% max health, apply stealth and 1 death proof to that character. Like I said, he's got very good support kit. On any non-summon death, gain 1 charge up to 10 charges. For each charge, gain 10% armor, damage, focus, and resistance. So he does more damage as well. Gain 20% max barrier and gain 50% max health. Allies gain 20% max health. Enemies cannot gain stealth. Enemies with exposed cannot feel speed bar for themselves or allies. This does not apply to speed bar gained throughout normal means. So far here, it seems that he's a support, so it's like he needs to be a healer for now. The way he sounds, he needs to be a healer. Alright, so he can heal himself. Now I'll go to the ultimate. For all mythic enemies, apply vulnerable. Flip immunity, apply ability block for 2 turns. That's so hard against mythic characters. So applying vulnerable on all mythic enemies, this actually is good for you to be a what you call it. That means for him it's good to be a striker. So based on the passive, he's a support. On the ultimate, he's a striker. Now I'll keep going and see if this changes over time, and when I draw the line on which ISO weight he seems to be the best. That's how I will decide. Now attacks all enemies for 750 damage plus apply trauma for 2 turns. This damage reduces the max health of the targets by the same amount. Clear all barrier field effects on allied side and apply the barrier field effect Mark of MEPHISTO to allied side. Mark of MEPHISTO on any turn. Barrier all allies by 5% of that of that character's max health. So based on each character's max health, because I wasn't sure if I understand it right. I thought it's based on MEPHISTO's max health, but it's on each character's max health. Alright, they get barrier on the turn. Then allied gain 50% drain and armor, so that allows to lifesteal and be more tanky, having armor, basically resist debuffs. Allies cannot gain trauma. Wow, so you cannot have trauma on yourself, which is super powerful debuff on this game, and not having this one is super good. Allies cannot have their speed bar reduced, another benefit. Wow, this battlefield effect lasts until cleared or until the end of the match. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Now here he seems to be a striker and as a damage dealer, like basically he's good as damage dealer because the more damage he does while the barrier is on, he heals back more. That's 1. And 2, he will destroy more max health. So here he already changed. So when I read the rest of it, he's mixed of striker and blaster. But I'll keep going to read the rest of the skill to see. Attack primary target for 400% damage plus clear 3 positive effects plus apply trauma for 1 turn and disrupt it for 2 turns. This damage reduces the max health of the target by the same amount. It's based on damage. For this character and all Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider Robbie and Cosmic Ghost Rider allies, flip all negative effects to positive effects, heal for 10% of this character's max health, fill speed bar by 10%. If this character has any hero allies, apply trauma for 2 turns to all hero allies. Wait, sorry, my bad. If this character has any hero allies, apply taunt, not trauma, my bad, for 2 turns to all hero allies. If this character doesn't have any hero ally, apply taunt for 2 turns to the villain ally with the highest health. Apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all allies. Mind control the enemies with the highest damage to attack the primary target. The controlled character gains 50% damage for this attack. Apply offense down for 2 turns to all enemies. Nice. And then here he will give more healing to Ghost Rider and fill the speed bar to all the Ghost Rider characters. That's good, and will do more damage. I'll upgrade him in a few days. Now the basic attack primary target for 2 turns, 200% damage plus apply 2 bleeding for 2 turns and defense down for 1 turn. This damage reduces the max health of any target by the same amount. Chain to 1 adjacent enemy for 150 damage plus apply 2 bleeding for 2 turns and offense down or defense down for 2 turns for 1 turn. This damage reduces max health of the target by the same amount. If any attack is a critical, gain 3 regeneration for 2 turns. Gain +1 immunity up to 3 immunities. This character has ability block. This attack always crits. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked or counterattacked. Now based on this here, he still smells like a healer to me. So he's 2 healing, 1 striker and one blaster. I'm talking about the ISO 8 based on what I read. And here as well, I think it's like here actually in the basic he's actually a skirmisher, because if you can like flip all positive effects into negative effects, it's super cool. Plus apply 2 bleeding, but does not give him like extra speed or anything, so I don't know. And now let's see the skills when he empowers. So when he's empowered, okay, the passive stays the same, so it seems just the skills that he activate. Apply exhausted to all enemies. On defense, apply exhausted to the 2 mythic enemies with the highest health. Lose empowered. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked or counterattacked. This doesn't seem to be any any like just it doesn't say unavoidable. Like I mean the skill is unavoidable, but the debuffs it doesn't say is unavoidable, so he can be actually a skirmisher to have a higher chance to always apply these debuffs. So again, skirmisher 2, healer 2 and blaster 2, so it's equal for now when he's empowered, including the empowered skills. Now the second, the special skill, when it's empowered, apply expose to the primary target and adjacent enemies. Apply expose to all mythic enemies. Lose empowered. Enemies with expose cannot fill speed bar to themselves. This persists as long as this character is alive. So even if when he's alive, it does apply. Now here, attack primary targets for 30% of target's max health plus apply to vulnerable. This damage reduces the target max health of the target enemy by the same amount. So he's reducing 30% max health of the target, because he's attacking, like this skill is attacking based on their health. So the higher the health, the more damage they take. And on top of that, he's destroying or reduces the max health of the targets by the same amount that he attacks them with. Then gain 3 charge, lose empowered. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked or counterattacked. Now here he is a must-be striker, because by doing this you can attack twice, which is super important. Now before I go in a battle, first I gotta check how many gold I spent, if I can still upgrade him. I can. It's not 6 million yet. So what I'm gonna do is just apply one more upgrade. Yeah, that's it. That's 6 million, level 71. So tomorrow I'll do the same thing, 6 million until I'll get him to max. So I'll get these benefits as well, because spending 20 million in the first day or 30 million, if you have that gold, it will be a loss in the long term, because you get all of these and after that you don't get rewards. Up to 6 million you do, after that you don't. That's why you want to wait. Now he's 71. I did not apply the ISO 8, and I think the Jarvis is correct. He needs to be a striker, but because of that basic. If he wasn't that basic, then he would be actually better off as a blaster. If that basic wasn't doing damage based on the enemy's max health, then he would be better off for me, either a blaster if you want to do a lot, to destroy a lot of max health when you hit crit, because then you would destroy much more max health, or be a skirmisher to apply a lot of debuffs when it comes to like bleedings and stuff, and flip all the positive effects into negative effects. And then the third option I would see is to be good as well as a tank or protector to stay longer alive. But I choose striker. I choose striker because he's gonna be good. Now tomorrow he will be 75, so I'll max out that as well. So currently he's 122,000 power, and I am super excited to test him in arena. I have low expectations because he's weak and the enemies are super strong, but here is a benefit for him. Gladiator is diamond 2 and he's a protector. Now he's super health rich. He's got so much health. So I'll put him. Wait, what's Mephisto's trait? Mephisto, there he is. So he's super weak. He's such a baby. He's so funny. He's such a baby though. But it is what it is. Alright, so I'll take him in the battle. Being honest, I might think of changing Apocalypse, but Apocalypse, the reason why he's there, and I'll swap a little bit, he's dying too fast. So I want to move Apocalypse on like on the end. So let's go. Like Apocalypse's passive skills are great. Like the passive skills are useful. Let's see, go in the battle. Let's see what's gonna happen. Alright, so I'll go straight away first. Second thing, empowered. And as far as I saw, the best thing to use based on the skills I was reading, or the kits, no matter what you want to call them, the basic seems to be the best. So his health, he destroyed already his health, and then he do the basic here. We don't have a Ghost Rider, so he's gonna destroy the health. And look at the debuffs. So he destroyed 50% of the enemy's max health. Now Gore might kill Dormammu, not Dormammu, Mephisto, but he didn't. He actually survived, which is a good thing. Now I'll use the ultimate from Apocalypse, because he's gonna apply trauma on everybody, so they cannot remove the debuffs. Now their Super Scroll went first, but my Apocalypse went first, so which is a better thing, better trade-off, because Super Scroll is all about exposes. He's not about the what I call the like trauma effects and trauma damage, like right away, like applying trauma on everybody. Now I went with my Super Scroll and I did almost destroy their tank, which is Diamond 2, and my tank is just 7 red. Never mind, it's 6 red actually. It's just 6 red. Alright, and here I'll use the special from my Thanos endgame. So this will just hit 2 characters, because Apocalypse is stopping me from hitting everybody by being counterattacked. Now my Super Scroll went first, and it seems Mephisto could go second. That hit a good amount of damage, it almost killed. Alright, and here definitely I'm gonna ult so he can. So here is. We have already the barrier on. So attack primary target and apply trauma, apply disrupted. I'll hit the ultimate. I'll hit the ultimate. Yep. Alright. Now their Apocalypse goes, but he cannot use the skills, so he's actually doing no damage to me. He's hitting my barrier, which is from Mephisto and as well as Thanos endgame, and still their Super Scroll didn't go first, even though his turn meter was much higher, but Mephisto stopped him. So now I'll apply trauma on Mephisto. I'm sorry, on their Super Scroll while I'm gonna ult, and give more barrier to my entire team, and that way I actually destroyed their Super Scroll and what's his name. I'll ult endgame Thanos with my Apocalypse. So I killed their Super Scroll and their Apocalypse with my. Like, this team is super thick, and you can see I am winning even though Mephisto is not even close to being maxed out, and I'm winning so hard. It's like this team doesn't even fight. It feels like they don't even fight back. I am destroying them. Completely destroying them. It's just not possible. How can I kill them this well? Now I just kill him, and I'll stop the video. I'll use the basic because this is gonna kill him. And never mind. Let Thanos endgame do that with the ultimate. Spin it, and he did it. Now this team, because of Mephisto, Super Scroll, Apocalypse, endgame Thanos, got super thick. It has a lot of health, a lot of barrier, and we have a battlefield effect. which actually already makes me be in higher ranks. Like, that is already a huge plus for me. He is actually worth, even if he's not having good stats, Mephisto will be very good for very long time, extremely long time, because he's doing damage with the basic based on the enemy's max health. Even he, let's say one day Mephisto is gonna be going against an enemy who has double his health. Let's put it like in an imaginary way. Let's say Mephisto's got 10 million, the enemy is gonna have 20 million. He will still be used because Mephisto will use the basic against him. But Mephisto will use his own max health against the enemy, which are usually tanks and the newest characters that coming out. So I really recommend you need to obtain him. Push as hard as you can to get Mephisto. Pay to win, free to play, the which one you can, do it. Until next time, make sure you stay tuned for the upcoming Mephisto video when I'm gonna do PvP show off with him when he was gonna be maxed out. Level 100, gear 13, gear tier 19, maxed out skills, as well as high as I can go with the ISO 8, because ISO 8 I won't be finishing it in the future soon, not at all, because there's no way to, as a free-to-play, there's no way for me to grind out the ISO 8 currency to upgrade. Where are they? ISO 8, these, I don't know what they call this yet, but the ISO 8, the third tier ISO 8, I can't. Anyway, I'm super happy to have him. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and make sure you share the screen, share the video to everybody. And on top of that, make sure to stay tuned for the upcoming video that I'm gonna show about Mephisto going in arena and trying to go as high as possible in ranks and actually fight other enemies Mephisto and see how can we beat them. Until next time, take care, and may the doctor mention